So I've been playing music ever since I was in 5th grade, and at that time in elementary school I started playing trumpet, and I took trumpet lessons. But it wasn't until I was in 8th grade when I started to teach myself how to play guitar. I would just look up like chords on the internet or guitar tabs, and then over time when I ended up playing through the songs, I kind of saw the themes like in songwriting and how like certain songs like took on different major and minor keys and things like that. So a lot of it was just sort of like picking it up and like noticing a lot of things like while playing. And then I started writing my own songs about a year or two after I started playing guitar. So when I entered high school is when I started writing my own material and just sort of like wrote and recorded small little songs sort of like at home. So that's sort of where it began. The songs that I write aren't very like methodical. I would say that sort of has like a pop element to it. I'm not trying to make the music like super serious or anything like that. But honestly, they're just songs that I like writing and playing and hearing something that I like that's good enough for me. But if other people end up liking it, then that's great too. And so it's sort of like capturing little vignettes of like those moments like where I wrote the songs. And I think it's sort of captured within like the lyricism and like the immediacy of the music. But alternatively, there are times where I'll maybe be at practice with like a band, or I'll be practicing a song for a show, and transition comes up in my head, and then I play it on guitar, and then I'll just say to myself like I have to write something for this like right now. Like I should just like write down some lyrics, or I should write something out for it. I guess the reasons why I'd want to keep on being an artist is, frankly, because I really enjoy playing music and writing music. A lot of it, I think, comes down to the community that comes with music. Having people being there at a performance and giving you feedback on your music is a very driving thing, and it's a very encouraging thing. If nobody heard like the music that I wrote, I'd be totally fine with that. Like I really wouldn't care. Sometimes I just have this desire to just sort of like get things out of my mind, and if it's through music, then that's great. If it's through writing, that's also great.